Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful day. It is my pleasure as the Dean of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences to welcome all of you. We are so glad that you are here. As first-year pharmacy students, you will be called P1s. You are embarking on an exciting path. We pledge to educate and prepare you to become person-centered pharmacists who will practice at the top of your license. When you graduate from here in 4 years, you will be prepared to take any path in the field of pharmacy that you are drawn to and excel. With the latest technology at your disposal, you will be on the path to becoming a doctor of pharmacy. You will become familiar with our cutting-edge facilities as you focus on evidence-based, person-centered care. You will learn from our highly accomplished faculty who are the national leaders in pharmacy education, pharmaceutical sciences research. Our faculty are involved in primary research and actively contribute to new knowledge in their areas of expertise. More importantly, you will also learn from each other. You will have opportunities to participate in research alongside our faculty and to work in teams with nursing, social work, public health, and medical students through our commended interprofessional education model. These experiences will prepare you for your clinical experiences and for the ever-evolving world of modern healthcare and the profession of pharmacy. As you don your white coats, we welcome you to the profession of pharmacy and to Binghamton University's School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Class of 2029, thank you for choosing us. I want to thank our piano player, Colin Delap. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce our president, the one and only Harvey Stenger, the president of Binghamton University.
Thank you, Dean Raju. On behalf of Binghamton University, welcome. Welcome to the families and friends of our new students. Welcome to the professors who will teach them, to the preceptors who will guide them, and to the advisory council that has helped develop the curriculum that will educate them in the interprofessional ties that will make them effective team leaders. Welcome as well to our keynote speaker, Dr. Phil Richko, Dean of the University of Connecticut's School of Pharmacy. Dr. Richko is an Endicott native, so we're happy to welcome him back home for this event. And we are excited to learn from his deep professional experience in pharmacy at University of Connecticut. Thank you for traveling to be here and speaking with our students today. Most of all, welcome to our new pharmacy students. This is an outstanding group of students chosen from the best and brightest from New York State and beyond. I also want to welcome 4 students of the class of 2029 who will join us from Nirma University in India. We have 7 students from Nirma University in their 2nd or 3rd years in the pharmacy doctoral program. I visited Nirma University in January of 2020, which helped solidify a relationship based on collaborative research and teaching, knowledge sharing, and student and faculty exchange. I'm very glad to see that even more students from Nirma University are here in Binghamton to study pharmacy. Thank you for joining us and for continuing to build these important bonds between our 2 universities. I think you'll find Binghamton a very welcoming place and know that we very much value and appreciate the insights and experiences from all of our international students. To all of you here today, to the 70 new members of Binghamton's PharmD class of 2029, your decision to join the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences identifies you as smart motivated students, and as people who are committed to improving the world through innovative discovery and service to our communities. I'm confident that you'll excel here because we have the best teachers and scientists who work closely with students to ensure that they succeed in their academic careers. You are joining a school that has rapidly evolved over the past 7 years. The school includes more than 50 faculty and staff members and is continuing to grow. More than 400 preceptors will guide you through your academic and professional development as model practitioners and effective teachers. Students who join the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences are noted for their passion and commitment. They are dedicated to serving their communities and working to improve the health outcomes for the people around them. In just a few years, this school has developed and achieved a reputation for outstanding career preparation and for providing an academic setting that is rewarding and supportive. We know this because our graduates and employers tell us. A recent survey by the American Association of Colleges and Pharmacy showed that 79% of Binghamton graduates indicated that if they were to begin pharmacy program all over again, they'd choose Binghamton again. Earlier this year, 79% of our graduates found placement on pharmacy residency match days, the highest Phase 1 match rate in New York and above the national average of 72%. Part of the reason why our students, faculty, and staff are so successful is because they have some of the best facilities in the nation. The pharmacy building, where you'll take classes and do most of your studying, is at the heart of Binghamton University's Health Sciences campus. It's one of the most important projects in the history of the university, and it's a beautiful building located close to UHS and Guthrie Lord's hospitals, where you'll be engaged in interprofessional education. And the $15 million pharmacy research and development building right next door has further supported the discovery and innovation efforts of faculty and students. It's the cherry on the top that ties together the Health Sciences campus. The School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences will be able to broaden its outreach with top pharmaceutical and healthcare companies with the potential to develop professional networks pharmacists need to complete their training. And you're going to be among the first cohorts of students to benefit from that state-of-the-art research and development facility and equipment. Together with Decker College of Nursing and Health Sciences, you are establishing a nexus of innovation, creativity, and compassion in healthcare. I think you've come to Binghamton University at just the right time. The nation needs trained pharmacists and pharmaceutical scientists. Your prospects for future employment are great. The experts agree that there is and will be a high demand for people trained to work in this field as we strive to supplement and support our overburdened healthcare providers. Patients might only see their doctor once or twice a year, but they interact far more often with their pharmacist. Today, we're proud that each of you take the first step on this journey of service, stepping into the white coat that identifies you as a member of the healthcare profession. This is a great tradition because it reinforces the idea that you are donning a new role with new responsibilities. It's a call to recognize the duty you have to the people you'll treat and to accomplish your tasks with professionalism and high ethical standards. I'm confident that you'll rise to these responsibilities and make Binghamton University, this community, and the communities you'll serve after Match Day better places. Congratulations and good luck to you in your coming studies. It's now my honor to introduce Binghamton University's Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Donald Hall.
Thank you, Harvey, and it is my great pleasure to be here today to congratulate you on your admission to Binghamton University's Doctor of Pharmacy program and to witness this important rite of passage for the class of 2029. I'm also delighted looking out at this office that family members and loved ones are able to share this day with you. I'd like to ask you to join us in a round of applause for all of those supporters who are out there, so thank you. I'm sure you're excited to embark on your journey toward the Doctor of Pharmacy degree, as well you should be. In 4 years that I'm sure that will fly by for you, you will enter a profession with unlimited opportunities. a profession whose scope of practice is evolving and expanding on an almost daily basis. Healthcare, as you know, is America's largest industry, and you are positioning yourself to be part of the dramatic changes that are ongoing. You're about to begin your training to work as members of a healthcare team to provide better patient care, to extend that care to underserved and vulnerable populations, and to do it in a cost-effective manner. You'll be part of the solution to America's healthcare crisis. Once licensed, you may find yourself working at a community pharmacy, administering immunizations, advising patients and their physicians on medications and their interactions, working in a hospital or clinic as part of a team of professionals caring for patients, or working in drug discovery and education at a pharmaceutical company. The possibilities in front of you are rich and exciting. You're taking a big step today, beginning a challenging program that will test your stamina, commitment, intellect, and compassion. We know that you have everything it takes to succeed. Your academic preparation and character have been assessed by our faculty, who believe that you will flourish here at the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences and in your profession. Congratulations on the hard work and accomplishments that have brought you here today. Please accept my very best wishes for success in the years to come. Thank you.
It is my privilege and honor to present our white coat speaker for the SOPS class of 2029, Dr. Philip Redko. Welcome, Dr. Redko, to Binghamton and to Binghamton University. Dr. Redko is the Dean and a clinical professor of pharmacy practice at the University of Connecticut School of Pharmacy, where he has been a dedicated member of the faculty for over 2 decades. Named interim dean in 2029 and appointed permanently in 2020, he was recently reappointed to a second term. A graduate of Albany College of Pharmacy, where he earned his Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy and Doctor of Pharmacy, Dr. Redko's career spans clinical, academic, and leadership roles. Before joining UConn, he practiced as a clinical pharmacy specialist in ambulatory care at the Veterans Affairs Connecticut Healthcare System, and earlier served as a community pharmacist, pharmacy manager, and a district pharmacy supervisor with CVS Pharmacy. At UConn, Dr. Redko has held multiple leadership positions, including Director of Experiential Education, Assistant Dean for Experiential Education, and Associate Dean for Admissions and Student Affairs. Under his leadership, the school secured full 8-year continued accreditation from the Accreditation Council of Pharmacy Education and received AACP's 2021 Lawrence Weaver Transformative Community Service Award. Congratulations. Dr. Redko implemented a new professional curriculum to better prepare students for the growing need of the profession and is currently celebrating school's centennial year. Outside of UConn, Dr. Redko is a recognized leader. He served as a Speaker of the House of Delegates for AACP from 2013 to 2015, participated in the AACP Academic Leadership Fellows Program, and chaired the AACP Experiential Education section. He is also a past president and fellow of the Connecticut Pharmacists Association and a recipient of the 2019 prestigious American Pharmacists Association Bowl of Ages Award. In 2021, he was recognized by the Hartford Business Journal as the healthcare hero for community service, advocacy, and policy. Beyond his professional role, Dr. Hitko enjoys cheering on the Huskies at UConn, basketball games, and playing golf. Please join me in welcoming Dean Hitko to the podium.
Good morning. I see all the students, they have a grim look on their face right now. I don't know if you guys are scared or you don't know what you're getting into right now. But you should smile. This is a really festive moment and something you should cherish right now. Dean Raju, President Stenger, Provost Hall, esteemed faculty, staff, family members, honored guests, and most importantly, students of Binghamton University School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. It is truly an honor for me to be here today. For my wife, Lorraine, and me, this is not just a professional occasion, it is really a homecoming, as President Stenger mentioned. I'm a proud graduate of Union Endicott High School, 1978. I don't know if there's anybody out here who's also a Tiger, but this is where my early beginnings started and had a big imprint on me. And actually, from a family history standpoint, my grandfather, who immigrated here from Eastern Europe, worked at Endicott Johnson as a tanner initially. And my dad worked for IBM when IBM was really a stronghold here in the Triple Cities area. So I have a lot of roots here, a lot of friends and family from this area. And so it's a great honor to come back and have this opportunity. I never thought I would have this opportunity to speak here at Binghamton University. Also, my wife, Lorraine, she's also a member of this area. She grew up also in Endicott, Johnson City, and Conklin. And she's also a proud graduate of the business school and got her master's in business administration here at Binghamton University. And she was also an employee of, it was SUNY Binghamton at that time. And so we have a lot of imprint on this area. We both owe a lot to the community here, and I know from my wife's standpoint, we've been in Connecticut now for 39 years, which is hard to believe. And one of the reasons we ended up in Connecticut was I was the trailing spouse. She ended up, after she got her MBA, getting recruited by Aetna, and it ended up where she was in an executive training program. They were trying to get more females into the executive ranks of that company, and she was selected. And her career really blossomed from there, and she's had a number of different positions, but now she's heading a global software business, and she's the head of that. And so she's done very well, and I followed her, which is one thing I want to recommend is whoever you end up marrying or whoever your partner is, make sure there's somebody that you can really trust and somebody who will help you as well throughout your career. I'd also like to mention that President Stenger, I know he's coming to the end of his term as president shortly, and recently it was announced that Dr. Ann DeLeva is the new president coming in November as the 8th president, I believe, of Binghamton University. Ann DeLeva is my boss currently, right now. She's the provost, and deans report to the provost, and she's probably the best boss I've ever had in my life. So I'm a little mad that you recruited her away from UConn, but at the same token, from the standpoint of I'm so happy for Ann, she will do a wonderful job here at Binghamton University, and I know she will continue the legacy, the great legacy that President Stenger has already created here, and it will continue to blossom, and you guys will do extremely well. So there's a lot of connections here from a UConn standpoint, and I even know some of the faculty that were here are also from former students of UConn as well. So it is really remarkable. What a small world we live in so many ways. Pharmacy is a small world, and academia is even smaller. Let me begin by congratulating each and one of you today. Today's ceremony marks a major milestone, not only in your academic path, but in your transformation into future healthcare professionals. And again, I want to emphasize that. You're going to be future healthcare professionals. The white coat you will receive today is more than just a garment. It's a symbol of trust. It represents compassion, service, integrity, and a lifelong commitment to learning. As Dean of the University of Connecticut School of Pharmacy, I've had the privilege of seeing students grow confident, competent, and compassionate practitioners. And I can tell you this, there is no greater responsibility and no greater honor than earning the trust of a patient. You're not just studying pharmacy. You are preparing to become stewards of health and wellness in your communities, in hospitals, in clinics, in industry, and in research. The work you will do will touch lives in ways that you can't even imagine yet. Pharmacy as a profession is evolving at a rapid pace, and AI is definitely having a big impact on that. Advances in precision medicine, digital health, and pharmaceutical manufacturing are reshaping how we deliver care. The future demands not only technical skills and scientific rigor, but empathy, cultural competence, and collaborative mindset are extremely important. The education you are receiving at Binghamton University prepares you not only to adapt to these changes, but to lead. You are part of a new generation of professionals who will not only dispense and prescribe medications, but treat and advocate for patients, contribute to innovations, ensure equality and access to health care, and shape healthcare policy. The world needs your voice, your compassion, and your excellence. But as you begin your professional journey, I encourage you to stay grounded in the why that brought you here. Remember, what inspired you to go into this field? Maybe it was a loved one's experience with illness, a fascination with science, or a desire to serve others. Let that purpose guide you during the long nights of studying, the clinical rotations, and the times when responsibility feels very heavy. That purpose is your compass. And don't forget to support one another. The classmates sitting beside you today will become your colleagues, your collaborators, and for many, lifelong friends. Pharmacy is a team sport, and that's extremely important to remember. Lean on each other, challenge each other, and lift each other up. The pharmacy profession's attitudes and values must be instilled in students who, as pharmacists, will be responsible for maintaining the continuity of pharmacy as a profession. Some examples of those attitudes and values, and they carry on right now from as a student into the profession, are respect, being courteous and polite to your faculty, to your fellow colleagues, and to patients. Empathy, something we need a little bit more of in this world today. Responsibility for your actions. Confidentiality, both in privacy and discretion. Professional appearance, and you all look very good today. Now are you going to look like that tomorrow when you're going into class? Compassion, competence, pride in your profession. I'm a proud pharmacist, and I hope you become a proud pharmacist as well. Punctuality, integrity, and honesty. Professionalism cannot be taught or learned from a textbook, but the concept must be emphasized and mentored from day one from pharmacy school. And I personally, my wife and I had the opportunity to go out to dinner with Dean Raju and a number of faculty members, and I can assure you, you have some great mentors and teachers for you in this program. Students must take the initiative to learn and understand the characteristics that make pharmacy a profession and not merely an occupation. Professionalism is a lifetime commitment that pharmacists must continually practice and develop. It never stops. To the families and the loved ones here today, thank you. Thank you for supporting your students to get to this point. And I'm sure you're going to need a little bit more support for them as they go through the program as well. Your support and encouragement and belief in these students have helped bring them to this moment. This white coat may be placed on your students' shoulders, but in many ways, you helped carry it there. To the faculty and leadership at Binghamton University, Thank you for your vision, your dedication, and your commitment to building a program of excellence. As someone who understands the challenges and rewards of academic pharmacy, I deeply admire what you're accomplishing here. I'm from a school of pharmacy that we're celebrating our centennial this year, 100 years of existence. So 1925, our school started in New Haven, Connecticut as the Connecticut College of Pharmacy. And later it was incorporated into the University of Connecticut in the late 1940s, around 1950. I know your program recently started. I believe the first class that entered was in 2017. So in many ways, we're a little different from that standpoint, but the results and what we're trying to achieve are very much alike. And finally, to the students, wear your white coat with pride, but also with humility. Recognize the responsibility it carries. Know that your education is not about acquiring knowledge, but about cultivating wisdom, compassion, and integrity. You are the future of pharmacy, my profession. And from where I stand, in a place that's close to my heart, the future looks bright. Congratulations, and thank you.
Of an inward and personal commitment to the profession. As our students walk across the stage today, they will receive their white coat and take the first step to a lifetime commitment to the pharmacy profession. I will introduce each student, and they will proceed to the center of the stage to be coated by the following faculty members: Dr. Aaron Pauling, Clinical Associate Professor, and Dr. Anthony Hopkins, Clinical Assistant Professor and one of our SOPS PharmD alumni from the class of 2022. Students, please stand and wait for me to call your name. Mariam Al-Tawil. Julfikar Ali. Noor Sami Al-Maliki. Muntaha Al-Washa. Julia Baisley. Justin Callahan. Jinchuan Chen. Tiffany Chen. Justin Chesnowitz. Doyuen Choi. Daniel Cohen. Ashley Dang. Aaron Dunn. Travis Esturo. Kayla Felix. Vaishvi Gandhi. Stephanie Gobind. Natalie Gunther. Jasper Hansen. Joshua Heller. Elizabeth Herena. Luis Hernandez Rodriguez. Kyra Hushi. Ryan C. Andrew Huang. Anissa Jacobson. Joseph German. Bailey Johnson. Michaela Johnson. Jackie Lee. Louisa Lordiane. Miles Mahar. Erfa Mazar. Susanna Morshed. Ethan Mowry. Colleen Murphy. Loon Nuam. Elisa Nunez. Elizabeth O'Connell. Alyssa Pag-Calawagan. Dave Patel. Nidhi Patel. Smit Patel. Jacqueline Roach. Zamia Rodriguez. Sanvi Shah. Jackie Shi. Sarvjot Singh. Thomas Smith. Monique Tita. Adia Tompkins. Abdul Aziz Vaniz. David Wong. James Wong. Wesley Wong. Nicholas Wisdom. Gretchen Weiss. Phoebe Wu. Eugene Shong. Emily Yetzko. Mert Yulseven. Lisa Zhang. Ruby Zoe. Please join me in congratulating all of the students joining the class of 2029 who have received their white coats. Students, please remain standing. Please remain standing with your candle and turn to face the audience. A part of the commitment to pharmacy profession is becoming a lifelong learner. The passing of the light of knowledge symbolizes a very real exchange between you, your mentors, faculty members, and colleagues. In your hand, you hold an unlit candle. On either side of the theater stand one P4 student and one P3 student from the PharmD program who will impart knowledge to help you grow in the profession of pharmacy. The P4 and P3 will light their candles and pass the light of knowledge on to you. This is just the beginning of your journey to becoming a pharmacist. Foster and nurture that light throughout your time here at Binghamton University School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences and on to your career as a pharmacist. Could our student leaders please light your candle and begin the passing of the light of knowledge? Students, please turn back to face the stage, remain standing, and keep your candle lit as I invite Dr. Lamia Kamal, SOPS class of 2021, and the first president of our pharmacy alumni leaders to the podium to lead you in the oath of the pharmacist. The oath is already on the back of your program that you got as you arrived to.
morning, everyone. All pharmacists in the audience are welcome to stand and recite the oath of a pharmacist with our students. As JJ has said, you can find the oath in the back cover of the program. And I would like you to repeat after me, please. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will promote inclusion and belonging, respect differences in all individuals, and address health disparities to advance health equity for all people. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Students may now blow out their candles. Congratulations. This concludes the white coat ceremony for the class of 2029. Please leave here today with your white coat as the outward symbol of the lifelong commitment you have vowed to the profession of pharmacy. We kindly ask that family and friends remain seated while the students and faculty recess outside the theater to the bleachers behind the theater for the class photograph. We'd also like to invite all students and their friends and family to our white coat reception happening this afternoon. It starts at 12:30 at the pharmacy school, and we hope to see you all there. With that, please join me in congratulating the students of the class of 2029.